So now with me on the phone, I'm happy to have him here, Armin van Buuren.
What's up? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sweden.
Thank you.
You're playing at the Lights Festival Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pumped?
Yeah, super excited. I mean, I've played in Sweden many times before, but it's been a while since I was there. And my last single with Mr. Probs, I just received a gold record for the sales in Sweden, so I'm super excited. So,
congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
And with a new album fresh out of the box, Embrace.
Yes.
You must be super excited.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's the biggest thing I've ever done, and the reactions so far have been nothing but amazing. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you work so hard, put so much of your own soul into a new album, then it's just amazing feeling that so many people like what you do and stuff.
Yeah. How long time have you been working on this?
2 years on and off. Of course
Wow.
It's not all the time because I'm also gigging. But for example, if I was in Miami, I made sure to book some studio time there. I mean, I think I was in at least eight different studios when I was recording the album, working with so many different people.
Okay.
I mean, it's the biggest project, and at some point, you spend so much time on a track, you're just not sure anymore if what you do, what people will actually like. So it's always, I guess it's a little bit like, my baby is out there now, but I'm super happy that the sales are really good and the first singles are doing really well.
Yeah.
So it makes me very happy.
So how do you work with your songs? Do you work till you get like the goosebumps and then this is ready?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people ask me who do you want to work with, and of course, then you can mention some big names. But for me, it's not so much about the name; it's always about the song. I find it really important that the song has a certain emotion that I can capture. A lot of people think it's just about big names, but I'm really always looking for a specific emotion. And trust me, there's hundreds of songs that get sent to me all the time. But I just need to feel it. Some of the songs I really like and I think are really amazing. But then I just can't do anything with it, because it's not my sound or I'm just not feeling the song. So, yeah, sometimes it's difficult.
Because you have like 15 tracks on this record. It's a lot of tracks.
Yeah, a lot of... I had more tracks, actually. Some tracks that I will be playing in my set on Saturday as well.
Okay.
But I really wanted to have, the idea behind the album was Embrace. So quite literally, I embraced the use of new instruments that you wouldn't expect maybe in trance music. For example, Spanish guitar or trumpet, the sound of a trumpet. I've been a massive fan of a trumpet sound. So every track on the album has something unique, something that I haven't heard before, and I really went out of my way with working with unexpected artists. For example, I did a track with Kensington, a Dutch rock band. Maybe you know them.
Yeah.
The easy option would have been just grab the singer from the band, invite him to my studio, get some beats going and let him write a top line on top. But that's not what we wanted to do. We really wanted to embrace the entire band. So in the track, you won't only hear the singer, but also the drummer, the guitar player, the bass player. Everybody was involved in the actual track.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit more ambitious than just, your standard way of working in dance music. So, and for me, that was a challenge. And I didn't do it because I wanted to be different with my competition or something, but it was more like, it was for me more of a creative challenge for myself personally, because I've been making records for, such a long time. So I was really looking for a creative challenge for myself, because I can't really, keep walking around in circles. As much as I love trance music, I think we need to move forward with trance. So what I've tried to do with Embrace is embrace different sounds within trance. And, I'm not moving away from my sound or anything. I'm just, experimenting a little bit with different styles and genres.
Yeah, I can get that. That's a bit scary, going into deeper waters and things you haven't done before as well.
Yeah, it was very scary, but also very challenging. I mean, I guess I'm in a point in my life right now where the opinion of other people matter a little bit less to me. I mean, of course, my fans are really important to me, and I do everything for my fans. But I think I want that creative freedom in order to be creative. Yeah. I cannot be in the studio and produce. I can't just make an assignment in the studio. I really need to feel inspired by new sounds or interesting collaborations, or something that gets me up in the morning thinking like, hey, I'm going to work with this and this guy, or I'm going to work with that guy and we're going to make a track together.
Yeah.
That for me is the most important thing about producing.
Yeah, cool. So let's talk a bit about Strong Ones.
There's a Swedish influence there.
Yeah. Tell me about the collaboration.
Well, this is actually a track that got sent to me. Yeah, I got a track from a Swedish duo and Kimo Frankel. I was looking for a vocal like Mr. Brightside, by The Killers, because that's one of my favorite tracks. And I found that track so special for some reason. And I heard the vocal and I thought he was from Los Angeles, but it turned out that he was from Amsterdam. So that was a really funny moment, because I was really completely, when I was working on the track, I was like, wow, this guy from LA, I have to meet him. He has such an amazing voice. And it just turned out that he was Dutch. So he's a really good guy as well. So it's the next single, After Another You, and we just shot a video for it in Portugal.
And the track is so amazing because you get those feels whenever you listen to the original or the remixes.
Yeah, it's really meant as a positive track. Another You and This Is What It Feels Like are maybe more sad songs, and Strong Ones is like the message is we are the strong ones. We're going to survive this hiccup in our relationship, and we're going to move forward from here. Yeah. So I really like the melody. So we made a really funny video. That has a lot of positive vibes. There's enough trouble in the world, so we thought we better do something positive.
Yeah, that's great. And speaking of positive, I just saw a video with you meeting a very young fan. I started thinking, is that one of your ways to give back the love that you got from your fans from all these years?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, my fans mean everything to me. I'm not making music just for myself. I hope that people will like what I do. So the fact that other people are fans or are inspired by what I do is the biggest compliment I can get.
Yeah.
And I really want to stress this. So yeah, there's not a lot of time, but when I have time, I always make time to work a little bit on charity or meeting people. Or in Holland we have this organization that tries to do something positive for kids that are really sick.
Okay.
And for their families to give them a better time. And I work a lot with this organization. So when I do something big like a radio performance or recording a video, or we invite a lot of these kids because for them it's so exciting to see this and be part of that. So that's what we do. Yeah.
Okay. And how about production-wise? Were you at ADE?
Yes,
in
course,
Amsterdam?
Yeah.
I've seen that it's been a lot of workshops and stuff. Do you give back in form of tips and tricks?
Yeah. That's every year I participate in a panel at ADE. Last year I interviewed Jean-Michel Jarre, and this year I was with Lost Frequencies and Ben Librand. So we discussed 3 generations of dance music, which I thought was an interesting discussion.
Oh, cool.
It's very important that the next generation has an opportunity to learn. Dance music, it sounds really stupid maybe that I'd say this, but dance music is still very young. It's only been around for 20 years. So there's still a lot to learn and to investigate. So it's a very good thing to share the knowledge and talk with people. That's what I really enjoy about the Amsterdam Dance Event, or any other music conference for that matter.
Yeah.
I think it's really great to pass on knowledge. Only together we can make this music even bigger.
Yeah. Talking about production, way back in 2013, we saw you in Future Music in the studio we saw your setup. And I was thinking about when you started producing music for so many years ago, what was your setup back then?
Well, there's still pictures of it. Back in the time, I remember having, 1999, I had a setup with an Apple G3 with running one of the very first version of Logic.
Okay.
And everything was outboard. I only used the sound cards a little bit, but not a lot. So I had a Ghost mixer, Soundcraft Ghost, and a lot of samplers. The Akai S5000 was my favorite one.
Yeah.
And, a lot of synths like Access Virus, the first one. Jake's 8P that I got from my uncle, Roland JD800, of course a TR909, an original one, Supernova, a lot of Yamaha outboard gear, and a lot of analog synths, just to freak around with a couple of compressors. And this is how we made music in the past. It was just one sequencer, sequencing everything, the outboard gear, and then going into one big mixer and then straight to the DAT machine. There was no mastering compressor or any plugins. Everything was out of the box.
Yeah.
So this was exciting. Exciting way to work.
Yeah. Do you cherish those things still?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I still have all my gear from those days. For me, it's too hard to throw everything away.
Yeah.
Which my wife isn't particularly happy about because I still have all my synths. So my attic is still full, and I still use it a lot. Just yesterday, I finished a remix, and I used my Moog Voyager for the main sound effect.
Okay.
So I'm still I love analog gear, but to be honest with you, the final mix right now goes in the box because for me the Total Recall options are so easy, because I work on several projects at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to have the Total Recall.
Yeah, and nowadays you can basically sit with a pair of headphones and your laptop and make music. Many people do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great because that's how we'll find the next Mozart more quick, I think.
Yeah.
Imagine if Mozart would have had a laptop with all the DAW software that we have right now, then imagine the symphonies that Mozart would have written if he had the equipment that we have now,
Yeah, really. That's amazing. So after this gig in Sweden, what are your next plans? Are you going to tour the world?
Yes, I am going to go to Brazil next weekend, and 2 weeks after that, I'll take a big tour of Australia and Asia.
Yeah.
I won't be touring in Europe. This weekend is my last gigs in Europe.
Okay.
And I will take a little bit of a break around Christmas, also to prepare for the Embrace tour that I'll be doing next year. So working and touring with the artists that are featured on the album. So, I want to make a lot of special versions, special edits and mixes. Oh. And of course, next year looks really great. I'm also celebrating episode 750 of my radio show, A State of Trance, at the end of January. So that's going to be, 15-year celebration. It's going to be quite big, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Also I have a family, I have 2 children and a beautiful wife, so I want to, also be home a little bit to take care of my family.
Yeah, it's impressive that you have time for all this.
Yeah, no, but I have a great team around me. I mean, of course it's hard work for me, but there's not a lot of things that I have to do. Everything's organized for me, so I don't have to print my boarding passes and make invoices. That's what. That's what my family is for and what my management is for. Yeah. So, it's really great. I mean, I really love what I do. I mean, I know I could retire right now, but I don't want to because there's still so much music to make and so many things to discover. So, yeah, I'm super excited.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Have a great weekend, man.
You too.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.